Now, one thing you may have noticed about these whales too, I apologize by the way for my narration being sort of jumbled today. Again, if you've been on a whale watch before, you know that the typical way to watch whales is you come out and you find a whale or a pair of whales, and they come up for a sequence of breaths, they go down for a dive, and they come up 4 or 5 minutes later. And during that downtime is when I usually try and do most of my talking. I don't know who this whale closest to us is. I'd love to find out though. Especially because it's got a calf with it. So another mother-calf pair, not one of the ones I recognize yet either. Could even be a new mother-calf pair to the area. As the mother and calf pairs, they take the longest to make the journey north in the spring, because it just takes longer for the calves to make that 1,500-mile journey. But one thing you may have noticed when these whales are at the surface is you see a bright green patch in the water right along their side. Well, that's actually the long white side flipper, or pectoral fin, of these humpback whales. And in actuality, that flipper is gleaming white. We've actually seen pieces of whales' flippers up out of the water a number of times today. And you may have seen that the flippers are in reality gleaming white, but they appear as glowing green patches beneath the surface. And the reason for this, the reason that they're green patches is actually very related to why we have whales here at all. It's because of the plankton. As we said before, there's an abundance of plankton in these waters. And the abundance of plankton here actually stains our water green. And they make anything white beneath the water's surface look green. That's why the bubbles of the whales look green. That's why the flippers of the whales look green. It's because you're viewing the white pigmentation of... Well, in Latin, these humpback whales, they are called Megaptera novaengliae. And what that means, it means the big-winged New Englander. And it refers to those long white side flippers. Mega means large, and ptera means wing or flipper. So Megaptera and Megaterra, it means big wing or big flipper. And then novaengliae, or New Englander, because the humpback whale was first described scientifically anyway from a research vessel out of Bar Harbor, Maine. Maine obviously being one of the New England states. So that flipper, which can be about a third of the whale's total body length, so 12 to 15 feet long, is really one of
they make us more than you.
There's actually 2 mother calf pairs. Tongs and calf are in this group. This is Hancock diving right now. This would be Cajun diving. I don't know who this is. Or who that is. Oh, yes I do. That was Pepper. That was Pepper. That's the new mom right there. You can see when she dives, she always does that. She arches up real high. Not the highest lunge that time. But it's important that we recognize, obviously, who the mom is, because we want to know which animals have given birth over the past year, so we can determine the reproductive rate of the species. And by the way, it's about 1 calf every 2 to 3 years for a humpback whale female. They reach maturity around the age of 5 or 6, and we don't know what the upper end of their reproductive lifespan is. So we do know that many species of whales use well into their 60s. The oldest known humpback whale mother was about 44 years old.
John, they're getting a little too close even for my comfort. Pull me back if I start to fall in, Sean. That was Pepper. You can tell by. I can recognize the thing.